Hi there! Today I'm going to do a left-handed video tutorial for a crocheted star stitch. The star stitch is a really pretty pattern stitch with a 2-row pattern repeat, and the first row is made up of basically 5 single crochet stitches decreased together. That's a single crochet stitch if you're using US terminology. It's a double crochet stitch if you're using UK terminology. And the second row is made of half double crochet stitches. So US half double crochet stitches or UK half treble. Now, just for the very first star, and only for this star in the row, you start off by making a chain of 3. And this starting chain does not count as a stitch in its own right. It becomes part of that first star. So there we have a chain of 3. Now, each star is going to have 5 points, and we're going to work those 5 points across 2 of the chains and then 3 stitches. We're going to skip the very first chain from the hook. The one on your hook does not count, so don't count that one. Then skip the first one, and we're going to go into the second chain from the hook, which is just here. We don't yarn over. Let's loosen this off a bit. We don't yarn over, we just go straight into that chain, in, then yarn over and come back through. And that gives you 2 loops on your hook, like that. Now we're going to work into the third chain, which is this one just here. Let me bring this down a bit. This one just here. So in, now yarn over, come back through. That gives you 3 loops on your hook, like that. Now we're going to work across the first 3 actual stitches in the row. So that's this first one here, and there's number 2, and there's number 3. Again, we don't yarn over, you just go straight in, then yarn over and come back through. There's 4 loops on your hook. And on to the next one. In, yarn over, back through. There's 5 loops on your hook. And then into stitch number 3. This is your last one for this star. You go in, yarn over, come back through. And there we've got 6 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to yarn over and pull through all of them. One more. There we go. It's gone through all the loops on your hook. And as you can see, if you hold it upright, that's made that start to curl up around the corner like that. To finish this star off, all we do is we make a chain. So yarn over, pull through the loop on your hook. And that's your first star done. Now where you've made the chain here, you end up with a hole. This is called the eye of the star. When we come to make our next star, and every star from this point onwards, the first place we're going to put a stitch is in the eye of the star that we've just made, so in here. Now, this star's got 5 points to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're also going to work between points 4 and points 5. So this space just in here, this is where we're going to put our hook for the next point. What we're going to do is work into the eye first. So don't yarn over, go straight in, then yarn over and come back through. So we do the eye, and now we're going to go in between these 2 points here. So insert your hook in there, wiggle it through, yarn over, come back through. That gives you 3 loops on your hook. Now we work our next point into the last stitch that you worked into from your previous star. So that's just here. In, yarn over, back through. There's 4 loops on your hook. Now we're going to work into each of the next 2 stitches. So this one here, and then this one here. We go in, yarn over, back through. And one more. In, yarn over, back through. And now we're going to yarn over and pull through all of these 6 loops. So yarn over and gently pull back through all 6 loops. And we do our chain 1, and that makes the eye of this second star. So we have the first star just here with the eye there that we've worked into, the second star just here, and there's the eye. So again, for the next star along, we're going to go into the eye, then between the points, then into the last work stitch, and then the next 2 stitches in the row. So into the eye, yarn over, back through, in between those 2 points, yarn over, back through, into the last work stitch, yarn over, back through, and then into each of the next 2 stitches. And there's your 6 loops. Yarn over through all 6 of them. And chain 1 to finish the star. Now, I'm going to work some more stars across the rest of the row, and I'll be back in a minute. So this is what your first row of stars will look like across here. Lift it up a bit closer so that you can see it more easily. There we go. And these bigger holes that you can see just here, these are the eyes to the stars. And that's where we're going to work our second row. So we're going to turn it over. And if we just have a little look here, you can see the larger, rounder holes. So the first eye is right here on the end. And then the second eye is this big hole just here. We skip this bit. That's the top of the stitch there. It's a bit longer and flatter, and you're looking for the slightly larger, slightly rounder holes. So here, we're going to skip this one and go into that one. Skip that one and go into that one, and so on all the way down. So let me just put this back through my hands, and then we will make our second row. So for row 2, we start off by chaining 1, fingers, and now we're going to work half double crochet stitches into the eyes. So we're going to make 2 half double crochet stitches into the first eye, skip this bit, 2 into the second, 2 into the third, and so on all the way down. So we yarn over, go into the eye, yarn over, come back through, gives you 3 loops on your hook, and you yarn over and pull through all 3. And then we're going back into that same eye again. So yarn over and in, yarn over and out, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over through all 3. And then the next eye is this round hole just there. So yarn over and in, yarn over and out, yarn over through 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over through 3. There you go. And I am going to work my way along the rest of this row. We're going to put 2 half doubles in each eye, and then you'll be able to see what the complete 2-row pattern looks like. Let's just do this one, and then we'll turn it over and have a look. There we go. So that's the back of the pattern. And if I put this up down and flip it over, that's the front. That's what your stars look like. And when you've done that row of half double crochet stitches or half trebles, then you're ready to do row number 1 again and make the next row of stars. Thank you for watching.